All right, welcome. I mentioned this in the last breakdown. We have all of this negative energy surrounding the Baltimore Ravens. All right. Now we have I brought this up as well. Ravens draft pick Mike Green says he was open with teams about sexual assault allegations. All right. Now some of y'all may not be real familiar with this character. He just got drafted, right? So multiple sexual assault allegations. But when it comes to details, he wasn't discussing it further at rookie camp this weekend. Green was available to Baltimore area reporters Sunday for the first time since the Ravens drafted the edge rusher in the second round the previous week. The allegations that likely hurt his draft stock were, as expected, a significant topic. Every team asked me, and I've been completely open about everything, Green said. It's something that I had to go through, and I got through it. Excuse me. So Green played at Virginia and then at Marshall in college, okay? He said at the NFL scouting combine that he transferred after being accused of sexual assault for a second time. Green told reporters at the combine that he also was accused of sexual assault in high school. He said he was never charged and insisted he did nothing wrong. He was asked Sunday how he ended up facing two separate allegations. I'm just focused right now on moving forward with my career at the Ravens. He said, I'm blessed to be here. It's an honor. Let's listen to Mike Green.
Drafted, but is there something to be drafted, being a defensive player and coming to the Ravens and knowing all the defensive history here?
Yeah, it means a lot. This team has a lot of great culture that's been going around, and you got to think about the guys that's been through here: Ray Lewis, Terrell Suggs, and so forth. It's just like
Speaking of Ray Lewis, his birthday's upcoming, May 15th. And they're saying great culture maybe on the field. Remember, Ray Lewis had that incident in the early morning of January 31st. Two men were stabbed and killed by members of Lewis's entourage during a brawl in Atlanta. So his birthday is right around the corner on May 15th. See that? Right?
I'm a defensive player as well, and just see guys, and I live by that, and I mean that. I honestly can say I don't think there's a better program or franchise that I can be a part of than the Ravens. So I'm blessed to be here. It's an honor. I'm ready to get to work.
How much will this motivate you going forward? The fact that you had to wait maybe longer than you anticipated.
Yeah, I mean a lot. I feel somewhere, but and go to a certain pick, but not. It's just something I'm gonna keep on the back of my head when I'm able to go against these other teams.
Did you keep track of the teams that maybe
Every single team. Yes.
You were very candid at the combine about the past sexual assault allegations.
Correct.
And how much did you worry that that was going to cost you in the draft process?
I mean, throughout the draft process, you really just need one team to choose you, and that happened to be the Ravens. And I'm just blessed to be here. Unfortunately, I didn't get picked up in the first round like I wanted to, but like I said, this is a blessing in disguise. I'm glad to be here, and I'm just focused on moving forward with my life and with my career, and that's going to be here with the Ravens.
How much did the Ravens ask you about the accusations? I mean, how much dialogue did they specifically ask you about what happened?
Every team asked me, and I've been completely open about everything, and it's something that I had to go through, and I got through it. And
So he's open about it. doesn't make it right, you know, if the accusations are true. But again, Ravens and this dark history, when you think about the poem, The Raven, as well, right? I brought up in the last decode Tony Saragusa's death, member of the Ravens, Jalen Ferguson, and how their deaths were one day apart. I mentioned the Ray Lewis stabbings, and now his birthday is right around the corner. And then now, Justin Tucker as well, the kicker. I just did that breakdown. The kicker going through it as well. He got released by the Ravens. Inappropriate behavior, accused of that by some massage therapists. I think they said over a dozen, or at least a dozen. But he just got released by the Ravens. You see right there? Okay, and that was like the last story I broke down. And Shannon Sharp was a member of the Ravens at one point, former NFL player. He also going through these similar accusations. You see, Shador Sanders' dad, Dion, also was a member of the Ravens. Shador Sanders is trending because he fell in the draft to the 5th round, and now you hear Mike Green falls in the draft as well, right? So all of this energy surrounding the Ravens, even when you get random Baltimore stories, they always seem to be negative stories in the media, right? And you even see Justin Tucker right here when you pull up Mike Green. You get Justin Tucker's picture right there, right? And this is an outside linebacker. Let me go ahead and grab outside linebacker. And he was drafted 59th overall in the 2nd round. But let's go ahead and on the fly, let's put outside linebacker. That 106 looks familiar. Look at that. Outside linebacker has 74 like sexual assault allegations. And this syncs up with Justin Tucker. Look at that. Outside linebacker has 106 like massage therapists. And massage therapists accused Justin Tucker of inappropriate sexual behavior. You see? And then they got Tucker, who would have been a teammate to Mike Green, but Tucker released by the Ravens. You see him on the Mike Green page right there. See that? It's not a coincidence, okay? But let's go back over here. It's just not a coincidence. So let's go back over here. Let's open up. And I appreciate being able to show you these slides and these connections. And watch how we have some nice side connections as well to this story. So sexual assault even equals 31 like Green. The last name Green. It's not a coincidence he went to Marshall. They said he went to the 2 colleges, right? But look, Marshall, look, their colors are green. Check that out. Not a coincidence. And Mike M, Marshall M. Okay? But green equals 31 like sexual assault. You see the green with Marshall there? Sexual assault also has 86 like Green in the language. And it's an 86-day span from Sunday, synced up with the article, Sunday to his birthday, July 28th. From start to end is an 86-day span. It is not a coincidence. So you got the 86-day span. Green was available to the Baltimore area reporters Sunday for the first time since the Ravens drafted him. Sunday to his birthday, start to end, 86-day span. Green equals 86. Sexual assault 86. Check this out. Mike Greenberg. You know him from what's the show? Get Up. But remember, he was a part of the radio show Mike and Mike / TV show, ESPN or ESPN2. I can't remember. Mike Greenberg. Look at his birthday, 8/6, August 6th. And this is Mike Green, who has green on him with Marshall there. 86-day span, Green 86, sexual assault 86. Mike Greenberg, you just add the berg at the end. Mike Greenberg, sports. I don't know what you want to call him, but he speaks on sports with his shows. I don't know, an analyst maybe. He's called a few games. They've had him as a guest calling some games as well. But sports related with the 86 and Mike Greenberg, nickname Greeny, right? With the 86 connection. What do you think about that? And he's even a fan of the New York Jets, Mike Greenberg, and the Jets wear green, don't they? Don't they? And you see, they speak of Greenberg, an admitted diehard Jets fan, agreed to wear a Patriots jersey to a Jets game and milk a cow live on air, but the Jets wear green. Greeny, Greenberg, Mike Green, Marshall M, the green associated with the team Marshall. Eminem's probably connected. Marshall Mathers, right? It's possible, but I'm not going to go there at this moment. This isn't a coincidence, none of it. This is all by the language. This is all by the colors. This is all by the numbers. Even Marshall equals 51 like Mike Green. Michael is actually his name. Michael 51. 15 on the jersey at Marshall. 15 is 51 reversed. Let me grab a sip of my coffee. It's going to be a good day. Even sexual assault allegations equals 151. Look at assault equals 51. Assault 51, Mike Green 51, Michael 51, Marshall 51. Assault 51, one more time. Sexual assault allegations 151 like 51. And don't forget that 1-5 on his jersey. And you see that cipher breakdown? The alphabet in reverse, reduced at the 10th letter. I always get bot comments, where they're like, drugs are bad. And I'm like, dude, this stuff is facts. Okay? There's no delusion here. These are facts with the language. Look at the cipher breakdown. Alphabet in reverse, and you reduce it at the 10th letter, which would be Q, because you want all single digits, right? So 1 through 9 would be already reduced. The 10th letter in reverse starts at Q, and then it's double digits from there on out, all the way to the 26th letter A, right? You just add the two digits together to reduce to a single digit. It's easy money. Sexual assault allegations in reverse reduction 151. Notice how sexual assault allegations ABC 123 290. His upcoming birthday is the 209th day of the year. Like 290, 209, 290. Look how this syncs up with Jalen Green of the NBA. Okay, we got the Greenberg connection, Mike Greenberg, like Mike Green. You get the color green connection. Don't forget the Browns are connected here because they're connected with the Ravens. The Ravens were the Browns. And, they moved and became the Ravens. And obviously, we have a Cleveland team again, the Browns. But Baltimore Ravens synced up with the Cleveland Browns. We get green here with Mike Greenberg. You see the green with Marshall, the green with Jets. We get Jalen Green, who was in the NBA playoffs. Did they get bounced? They might have got bounced. But look at Jalen Green's birthday. Look at Jalen Green's birthday. 2/9. Jalen Green. When Mike Green's birthday is the 209th day of the year, like 2/9, February 9. It's not a coincidence, okay? Everything is on the language. Everything is on the language. Do you understand? Everything is on the language. That's where it starts. So sexual assault allegations, 290, ordinal. And again, you see how it all syncs up. 290, like 209, birthday the 209th day of the year. Jalen Green, the basketball player, 2/9 birthday. Even Ravens with Mike Green. Rockets with Jalen Green. You get the R. You see that? All with the language.
There were 2 sexual assault allegations regarding Mike Green. When he was younger, I know he denied them, and there have been no charges. Fans have already reached out
Even Ray Lewis, which all of the centers around with his birthday upcoming. Ray Lewis, Ravens.
and said, this shows it doesn't really matter as long as you can play. What do you say to those fans?
I would say that we investigated this situation very thoroughly. I think we have the best scouts in the NFL. We've got great scouts that go into Virginia, they go into Marshall. We've got people that work for us investigating different incidents with players all the time.
Even Virginia has virgin in it, which you can say virgin syncs up with sexual assault allegations. Virgin, right? Think about it. And Virginia Giuffre just took herself out, and she accused, was it Prince Andrew and Jeffrey Epstein, of these similar charges. Okay? This stuff is all with the language, and this dude went to Virginia. Well,
And we felt comfortable taking him. We think he's a talented player. We understand the severity of what these allegations were, of course, but doing our due diligence, we are comfortable with Mike. I personally spent an hour and a half with him in my office, and I think the best is yet to come with him, and I'm glad we got him. Obviously, allegations are severe. We take it seriously. We look at them individually, and we do as much homework as we can. And specifically to Mike, in Mike's case, I feel like we did a good job talking to as many people as possible. We talked to Mike at length.
And they are serious accusations, right? But yeah, this guy went to Virginia as well. They said he transferred after his second accusation. Look at Virginia's got that 5/5 date. Remember, we just had Cinco de Mayo 5/5. Virginia's got the 5/5 date. And Tony Saragusa, didn't he pass at age 55 with Ravens? Yeah, Tony Saragusa, the Goose, died at 55. And we just had 5-5. Notice how Saragusa had 98 on his jersey with the Ravens. Virginia equals 89, the reverse right there. And that's the Queen Elizabeth II's death date as well. Remember, she passed on opening day of the NFL season. Her death date, Queen Elizabeth II, is 9/8, September 8 as well, right? Let's go back to that. Virginia. Let's see if there's any other connections with Virginia. Virginia, look, syncs up with Diddy, who's going through similar accusations, and he's actually at trial right now. Look at that. Virginia's got the 89 like Diddy. Sean Combs 53 like Virginia. And again, you get Virgin right there. Think about it. And let's pull up Virginia Giuffre, who just took herself out. Look at her birthday, 8/9, right? Who offered support to survivors of sex trafficking. And she accused Epstein, and I think it was Prince Philip as well, of these similar accusations. But look at her birthday, and that is the Deion Sanders birthday, 8/9, and Deion was a member of the Ravens. You see that? 8/9, 8/9. Virginia equals 89. I might have brought that up in that breakdown. So, point made, right? Okay? I mean, that's just how it is, man. This is a fake world that we live in. I'm going to pull up John Harbaugh real quick, the coach. John Harbaugh. I don't see anything major to speak on decode wise there. And with that Queen connection, don't forget Patrick Queen was a member of the Baltimore Ravens, right? And Queen equals 62 and 26. John Harbaugh is currently 62, and he's born in 62. And look, his birthday, September 23rd, that is 15 days after Queen Elizabeth II's death date. And remember, she died on opening day of the NFL season back in 2022. Right? So, yeah, a lot going on with these allegations. That's the breakdown. We're always going to be around 20 to 30 minutes because there's so much information. And basically, this is just kind of us communicating what we do amongst a few of us, right? Shout out to Richard West. And there's a few other people out there. I don't know who are necessarily real people, but there's a few other people who check out these breakdowns supposedly. They'll put a number of views next to the video just to make me happy, right? But I don't know if a lot of real people are really viewing this. They don't want this information to get out because we go a little bit deeper than other decoders. They don't want you to know it's completely on the language, and this comes down to us regular folk out here, right? They want us to think it's all about the celebrities, but it's not. This code affects our life as well, and what goes down in our life based on the language and our names also. Okay? So a serious accusations, he's addressing them, he's open about them. These are in the past. I don't Obviously it doesn't seem like there's going to be any legal issues going on with this character, but you never know what could pop up. Ravens draft pick Mike Green says he was open with team about sexual assault allegations. I didn't read anything where there's any kind of legal things going on as a result of this, but we'll see what happens. Until next time, this is Daily Decodes 812. Peace.